much trouble would you be in if this bear came charging at you? If that video was any clue, let's be honest, you probably wouldn't stand a chance. But don't panic just yet. There are survival tactics that might just keep you alive. Today, we're diving into the world's most dangerous bears and ranking them by just how deadly they really are. Each one will land in a specific category, and yes, we'll also break down your chances of surviving an attack from each. And don't be fooled by a fuzzy face or slow walk. Some of the most unassuming bears pack the deadliest surprises. Stick around to find out which ones aren't as harmless as they look. The giant panda bear, giants of the Chinese wild. Often seen as nature's plush ambassadors, giant pandas have won hearts across the globe with their cuddly looks and playful behavior. Yet behind that seemingly gentle appearance lies a powerful predator with jaw strength that is nothing short of astonishing. Despite their reputation for munching on bamboo, pandas are not to be underestimated when they feel threatened. Their enormous jaws, built to crush tough bamboo, are equally effective as a weapon in close encounters. Pandas spend most of their day foraging, slowly nibbling their way through vast bamboo thickets. However, when danger looms, perhaps when a rival or an unexpected intruder invades their space, these giants can unleash a forceful bite. Their jaws are strong enough to snap through bamboo with ease, and if a human were to get too close, that same power might turn into a dangerous advantage. Along with their bite, pandas wield surprisingly strong paws, capable of swiping with intimidating might. Despite their predominantly herbivorous diet, pandas are far from passive creatures. There are documented cases where they have reacted swiftly if they sense a disturbance. This protective nature can especially be seen around mothers with cubs. A panda mother will defend her young with unexpected fierceness, a reminder that even the cuddliest-looking animals have survival instincts honed by nature. It's also worth noting that their habitat, although serene, can quickly turn into a battleground. Human activities and habitat loss add stress to these animals, sometimes forcing them into close encounters with people. In these moments, the panda's raw strength, honed over millennia, becomes a survival tool. Polar bears, the mighty ice hunters. Polar bears are one of nature's most impressive and dangerous hunters. Known as the kings of the ice, these big cats of the bear family have roamed the freezing Arctic for hundreds of thousands of years. Their story begins long ago when they split from brown bears. Some scientists believe that polar bears have been around for as long as 150,000 years, while other studies suggest an even longer history. Even though their fossil records are scarce, the mystery of their past makes them even more fascinating. Polar bears live in the extreme north, across parts of Alaska, Canada, Greenland, Russia, and even small parts of northern Europe. Their home is the Arctic Circle, a cold and icy land where pack ice and floating ice islands provide the perfect hunting ground for seals. They rarely venture far from these frozen zones because their white fur and built-up fat layers help them survive in the bitter cold. If you tried to imagine them wandering in a hot jungle, they simply would not know how to live there. One of the most exciting facts about polar bears is that they are unique among bears because they eat meat full-time. Unlike many of their cousins who mix plants with meat in their diets, polar bears focus mainly on seals. They are patient hunters who wait near breathing holes in the ice, ready to catch a seal when it comes up for air. When food is hard to come by, polar bears even rummage through human trash or scavenge on dead animals. In an extraordinary twist of nature, they may even turn on one another. Adult males are known to sometimes attack and eat smaller bears, including young cubs, if they feel threatened or if the chance arises. The physical power of a polar bear adds to its dangerous allure. The males, the biggest of all, can grow to lengths of over 8 feet and weigh well over 1,500 pounds. Their large body is perfectly built for both strength and speed. Despite their great size, polar bears are surprisingly agile. They can run up to 25 miles per hour on snow and are excellent swimmers, often covering long distances in search of food or ice. Their strong jaws, armed with sharp teeth and a fearsome bite force, are perfect for crushing the tough seals they hunt. Their thick muscle and dense bones allow them to knock over a large animal or break through thick layers of ice. Besides physical might, polar bears are smart and adaptable. They use their keen senses to understand the weather and the best spots for hunting. They notice details like the direction of the wind to track down their prey. This mix of strength, speed, and sharp thinking makes them top predators in the Arctic region. Sloth bear. Small, yet ferocious. Don't let its name fool you. A sloth bear is anything but slow or lazy. Native to rural India, Sri Lanka, and parts of southern Nepal, these creatures have earned a reputation for their surprising speed and powerful bite. Although they mostly feed on plants, berries, and insects found in dense jungle settings, sloth bears can be extremely dangerous when provoked. One of the most striking features of the sloth bear is its impressive set of canines. Even though these bears are missing some front teeth, their remaining teeth are large, sharp, and designed to sink into flesh with a single forceful bite. Their jaws are strong enough to crush the toughest food sources, such as bark, and even the exoskeletons of tough insects. That's not all. Sloth bears boast long, curved claws that allow them to climb trees easily or tear through any barrier they encounter. When they feel threatened or cornered, they show no hesitation in using these powerful weapons against their enemies. Unlike other bear species, sloth bears are known for their unpredictable nature. Reports indicate that these animals may attack without warning, even when there appears to be no obvious cause. Their reputation for sudden aggression has led to numerous encounters with unsuspecting people in the wild. Experts believe that one reason for this intense behavior could be their long history of coexisting with predators like tigers. Living alongside such dangerous animals may have forced sloth bears to develop a heightened state of alertness and aggression. Even though they are relatively small compared to other bears, often weighing less than 500 pounds and standing just over 5 feet tall, the impact of a sloth bear's attack can be devastating. Every year, dozens of incidents are reported, with injuries and sometimes even loss of life. These encounters serve as a stark reminder that even creatures with an unassuming appearance can pack a serious punch. For anyone adventuring through the wilds of India, Sri Lanka, or Nepal, the advice remains the same. If you spot a sloth bear, admire it from a safe distance and let it continue on its unpredictable path. Grizzly bears, a force of nature. Grizzly bears stand as living legends in the wilderness, embodying raw power and enduring spirit. Towering nearly 9 feet tall on their hind legs and tipping the scales at more than 1,500 pounds, these bears are prime examples of nature's brute strength. Their massive build often masks an incredible burst of speed. Grizzlies can charge at up to 30 miles per hour when they sense danger or pursue prey. This sudden dash is a reminder that despite their size, these animals are built for quick, efficient survival. Living in rugged, wild areas, grizzly bears thrive in diverse landscapes from thick forests to alpine meadows. They are known to forage along roaring rivers where they skillfully catch salmon, using their sharp eyes and keen sense of smell. In the dense woodlands, grizzlies also hunt moose and other large mammals, which adds to their reputation as formidable predators. While human encounters are rare, any unexpected approach near their territory can spark a fierce reaction. This behavior underscores their natural instinct to protect their space and resources. Beyond their impressive size and speed, grizzlies boast extended, powerful jaws capable of tearing through flesh, paired with razor-sharp claws that can shred through almost anything in their path. These physical traits are supported by a thick coat and a layer of fat that not only insulates them during harsh winters, but also acts as a reserve when food is scarce. This combination of strength and resilience is a key factor in their survival in often unforgiving environments. Grizzly bear behavior is driven by deep-rooted instincts, particularly territorial urges, and the fierce desire to protect their young. A mother grizzly, when her cubs are threatened, can quickly transform from a normally steady giant into a blur of furious energy, using her incredible power and agility to ward off any intruder. This intense maternal drive serves as a strong warning to potential threats, ensuring that her family remains safe in the wild. During the winter, grizzlies hibernate in dens dug into the earth, a process that allows them to conserve energy until warmer weather returns. In summer, their active period is marked not only by feeding and hunting, but also by long, reflective strolls through their vast territories. This combination of ferocious defense, brilliant hunting skills, and seasonal habits makes grizzly bears a true symbol of nature's raw power and a reminder of the wilderness's untamed beauty. Kamchatka brown bears, unpredictable powerhouses. The Kamchatka brown bear, also known as the Far Eastern brown bear, roams the remote and rugged landscapes of Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, a land where wild nature reigns supreme. These bears are known for their sudden, seemingly out-of-nowhere attacks, embodying the true essence of unpredictability in the wilderness. Trophy hunters prize these giants for their impressive size and raw power, yet any encounter with them in the wild is a stark reminder that nature does not yield easily to human desires. In Kamchatka's rich ecosystem, these brown bears feast on a diet that includes abundant salmon, Arctic char, berries, and nuts. The massive salmon runs in the peninsula's rivers are particularly important. Each summer, as the fish return to their spawning grounds, the bears seize this opportunity to build up fat reserves for the long winter hibernation. This nutrient-rich diet not only keeps them robust, but also contributes to their remarkable agility. Despite their omnivorous habits and a diet that might seem peaceful, these bears are fiercely territorial. Even a casual hike through the wild can turn perilous if a traveler accidentally trespasses into their personal space. There is little warning before a bear can awaken from its calm, almost meditative state to unleash its fury. A fully grown Kamchatka brown bear standing upright can reach nearly 8 feet in height, and the weight of an adult can be around 1,400 pounds or more. This imposing stature, coupled with powerful jaws and enormous razor-sharp claws built for tearing, means that even a single body slam can cause severe, often fatal injuries. Their muscular build is not just for show, it allows them to exert astonishing force and speed. One moment, they might appear peaceful as they forage by a riverbank, and the next, they could launch a full-speed attack when their boundaries are infringed upon, or when a mother is defending her young. The unpredictability of these creatures is one of their most alarming traits. They can shift from calm to aggressive in seconds, especially when protecting their cubs. Female Kamchatka brown bears nurture their offspring for 2 to 3 years, teaching them survival skills in a world where danger lurks in every rustle of the wind. Encounters with a family group can be extraordinarily hazardous, as the protective instincts of a mother bear amplify the threat level exponentially. In every aspect, from their commanding physical presence to their sudden defensive aggression, the Kamchatka brown bear is a symbol of wild, untamed nature, reminding all who venture into its domain that respect and caution are essential for survival. Asiatic black bears, moon bears. Asiatic black bears, more commonly known as moon bears, are among the wild's most unforgettable creatures. Their name comes from the striking crescent-shaped white patch on their chest, which contrasts with their dark, sleek fur. Living in regions like China, Taiwan, Korea, and Japan, these bears encounter humans far more often than their American relatives. With crowded lands and busy streets, encounters with moon bears become a dangerous possibility. Moon bears are known for their fierce nature. Unlike American black bears that often shy away from people, these Asiatic bears are aggressive and ready to defend themselves or their young. They have earned a reputation for being unpredictable. When a moon bear feels threatened, it won't hesitate to attack, using its powerful limbs and sharp claws to fend off what it sees as danger. Recent reports indicate that in some areas, unpredictable behavior has led to injuries of unsuspecting hikers who wandered too near. Interestingly, moon bears are more inclined towards meat compared to other black bear species. While they still enjoy fruits and vegetation, their taste for meat means that an attack can be particularly vicious. They use every bit of their strength and agility to overpower an opponent, moving quickly despite their bulky appearance. Studies of their behavior show that mother bears are especially protective, fiercely defending their cubs with little warning. Beyond their intimidating behavior, these bears are also important parts of their ecosystems. They help maintain a balance by controlling rodent populations and dispersing seeds. Unfortunately, the same crowded habitats that make their lives so challenging also increase conflicts with humans. Conservation groups are working hard to protect these creatures, urging communities to respect their space and understand the dangers of getting too close. In short, while moon bears might look captivating with their unique markings, their wild instincts make them a force to be reckoned with, a reminder of nature's unpredictable and raw power. Spectacled bears, wild Paddington. Spectacled bears, often called Andean bears, are the only bears native to South America. Their home spans lush forests and rugged mountains in Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia, where they wander the highland jungles in search of food. These bears get their name from the unique white markings on their faces, which often appear as if they're wearing spectacles. This quirky feature makes them instantly recognizable, and for many people, it even brings to mind the image of the beloved Paddington bear. Although not as large as some other bear species, spectacled bears pack a charm of their own. They usually weigh between 220 to 340 pounds and measure about 5 to 6 feet in length. Their small size, compared to their bigger cousins, helps them navigate the dense forests and steep slopes with surprising agility. Despite being shy by nature, these bears have strong jaws that help them break down tree bark and other tough plant fibers. Yet, they mostly leave humans alone and prefer a peaceful, solitary life in the wild. In addition to their love for fruits like cactus berries and sweet honey, spectacled bears have an omnivorous diet. They feast on a mix of plants, small animals, birds, and insects. This varied menu is key to their survival in the diverse ecosystems of the Andes. Researchers even note that these gentle creatures are the least aggressive of all bear species when it comes to humans. According to a 1999 report by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, encounters with humans are rare, and when they do occur, the bears are usually more curious than confrontational. Living among the clouds and steep peaks, the spectacled bear plays an important role in maintaining the balance of its ecosystem. Their diet helps in seed dispersal, and their presence is a sign of healthy, vibrant forests. While these bears may be seen as cute and unthreatening, it is best to admire them from afar, respecting their natural space. Whether you're trekking in the Andes or reading about them in a book, the spectacled bear is a wonderful reminder of the gentle, surprising side of the wild. The Eurasian brown bear, a growing concern. Eurasian brown bears can be found throughout large parts of Europe and Asia. They often stand about 8 feet tall and easily tip the scales at over 1,000 pounds. With massive claws and powerful teeth, they are built to thrive in varied wild terrains. Although these bears typically avoid people, recent years have seen a worrying increase in conflicts that has people paying closer attention. Traditionally, Eurasian brown bears are known for their cautious behavior around humans. They prefer keeping to the deep forests, rugged mountains, and remote rural areas. Yet, in places like rural Romania, their behavior seems to have shifted. In recent years, there have been more frequent encounters between humans and these bears, mostly due to a rise in human populations and increased encroachment on wildlife habitats. As people move closer to bear territories, the chance for conflict naturally grows. For instance, several attacks and incidents involving livestock have been reported, especially in Romania. In one harrowing month in 2019, 3 men tragically lost their lives during bear attacks, while more than 20 livestock losses were recorded in the same period. Many experts believe that this change in behavior is partly due to bears adapting to new situations where food is scarce, and opportunities arise to steal easy meals from nearby farms. These opportunistic creatures have learned that livestock can provide a quick and plentiful source of food. The bears are not inherently aggressive, but when they come close to human settlements or when food is at stake, they can become dangerous. As these interactions increase, Wildlife experts stress the importance of keeping a respectful distance and taking precautions when working or traveling in bear habitats. The growing number of incidents is a clear reminder that even species known for their normally reserved nature can adapt in ways that present risks. Himalayan brown bears, the mountain menace. Deep in the rugged, wild mountains of the Himalayas lives another dangerous bear, the Himalayan brown bear. These bears have given rise to many legends, including the mysterious tales of the Yeti. While many stories about the Yeti remain as myths, one thing is clear: the Himalayan brown bear is very real, and it is a force to be reckoned with. Himalayan brown bears primarily call the high mountains and deep valleys of the Himalayas their home. In these steep, rocky lands where food is hard to find, these bears sometimes come into contact with people. Unfortunately, as villages grow and food sources shrink, encounters between humans and bears are increasing. When these bears feel threatened or hungry, they are ready to attack. This can be very dangerous for hikers, villagers, or anyone wandering too close to their territory. Although Himalayan brown bears are smaller than their Arctic cousins, they are still powerfully built. They can weigh up to 800 pounds and stand between 6 and 7 feet tall. Their size is enough to instill respect and fear in anyone who might cross their path. Their large claws and sharp teeth make them formidable opponents. When a Himalayan brown bear launches an attack, its claws can tear through clothes and skin, and its powerful jaws can cause serious damage. Often, reports say that bear attacks in the Himalayas have led to severe injuries, and sometimes even death. The behavior of Himalayan brown bears is driven by survival in a very challenging environment. With scarce natural food in the high mountains, these bears are forced to move closer to human settlements in search of food. They might raid farms or attack livestock if they think it will be an easy meal. This forced closeness often turns peaceful farming communities into places of fear and tension. Despite their dangerous nature, Himalayan brown bears are also a key part of the mountain ecosystem. They help control the population of other animals and even spread seeds through their droppings. Their presence, while scary, maintains a natural balance in the food chain. People living in the mountains have learned over many years to respect these creatures. They know that venturing into bear territory means risking an encounter with a large, powerful animal that defends its home fiercely. American black bear, the cautious critter. American black bears are the most common bear species in North America, roaming forests, mountains, and even suburban areas. Though they are on the smaller side, standing just over 6 feet tall and weighing between 200 to 600 pounds, they are built like living tanks. With sharp claws, large teeth, and immense strength hidden behind their soft, tufty black fur, they are a force of nature when provoked. These bears may look cuddly from a distance, but they're all muscle, ready to protect themselves and their young if threatened. One fascinating fact about these bears is that they are not entirely solitary. You might see a group of mama bears together as they look after their cubs. In these gatherings, the bond between mothers is strong, each keeping a close watch on potential danger. While black bears generally try to avoid humans, if you accidentally get too near a mother and her cubs, she can become very protective and charge with little warning. It's not uncommon for a black bear's aggressive charge to leave a lasting mark, both on the land and on the memory of those who encounter one. Differences in behavior can also be noticed between northern and southern black bears. In the northern parts of North America, where food sources might be scarcer and humans less common, the bears tend to be more defensive. They are less familiar with human presence, which can lead them to act out if they feel cornered or if food is hard to come by. In the south, however, black bears may have learned to live with people, often slipping away quietly when they sense someone nearby. Although surviving an American black bear encounter is possible, it is never a safe bet. Respecting their space is key if you are in bear territory. Keep your distance, store food properly, and never attempt to feed or befriend one. The American black bear may be common, but make no mistake, when it comes to protecting its home and kin, this little giant is not to be taken lightly. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Deep in the shadow of ancient pines, a legend slumbered beneath the misty mountains of Northfall. Locals whispered of a colossal creature whose reputation for violence rivaled the fiercest storms. Wanderers spoke of its eyes burning like embers in the twilight. One fateful dusk, as a daring explorer named Lila trekked the rugged wilderness, she encountered the beast of her nightmares. The forest fell silent as the ground trembled with each powerful step. Lila's heart pounded in her chest while she recalled the ominous warning. This is what the most deadliest bear in the world can do. The creature roared like 1,000 voices and charged with a force that shattered ancient trees. With lightning speed, it darted between boulders and struck with razor-sharp claws that rent the sky. Lila froze, paralyzed by both fear and awe. In that surreal moment, she felt as though time had dissolved, leaving only the heartbeat of nature and the beast's ferocity echoing through the valley. Lila wondered if the legend was merely a myth or a harbinger of nature's untamed wrath. Dark shadows danced around her as the wild answered her silent call. Could humankind ever tame the wild spirit that defies control? Sun Bear, Southeast Asia's fearless fighter. This bear may have a cute name, but do not be fooled by its size or playful appearance. Found in the dense forests of Southeast Asia, sun bears hold the title of the most dangerous bear in the region. They stand barely more than 5 feet tall on their hind legs and usually weigh less than 150 pounds, yet they pack a punch that belies their small frame. With incredibly long canine teeth that can inflict severe damage and a habit of sustained, aggressive attacks, sun bears have earned a fearsome reputation. Despite their almost dopey, curious look and a seemingly gentle face, these bears are built for survival. Their long teeth and powerful jaws are perfect for tearing into food and, when needed, for defending themselves against any threat. In a flash of speed, a sun bear can close the distance on an unsuspecting person and launch into a full-on attack. Their relentless aggression means that once they start biting or clawing, they rarely stop until the threat has passed. This behavior has unfortunately led to numerous attacks in regions where human settlements are encroaching on their natural habitats. Habitat destruction is one of the top issues affecting sun bears today. As forests are cleared and their territories shrink, encounters between humans and sun bears become more common. In some parts of Southeast Asia, reports have noted a rise in attacks over the years, leaving communities wary of these fierce creatures. Even though sun bears are among the smallest members of the bear family, their aggressiveness and sheer determination make them a serious threat in the wild. Tourists and locals alike are advised to be extra cautious when in sun bear territory. Keep your distance and never try to approach these animals, no matter how tame they might appear. Kodiak Bears, giants of the Alaskan archipelago.
Kodiak bears are among the largest living bears, but what makes them especially unique is their isolation. These bears are found only on the Kodiak archipelago in southwestern Alaska, where they have evolved separately from other bear species for more than 12,000 years. This isolation has created magnificent giants that both awe and command respect in the wild. Standing nearly 10 feet tall and weighing over 1,500 pounds, Kodiak bears are true champions of nature. Despite their enormous size, Kodiak bears are not naturally aggressive and tend to be wary of humans. Their remote habitat means that most people never come face to face with these formidable creatures. Yet the call of adventure draws tourists to Alaska, eager to catch a glimpse of these isolated ursids in their natural surroundings. It is this increased interest that sometimes leads to dangerous encounters. Although attacks are rare, the strength and power of a Kodiak bear are not to be taken lightly. A single swipe from its massive claws or a forceful bite from its large teeth can cause serious injury, and any encounter demands immediate caution and respect.
Kodiak bears live in a rugged environment filled with dense forests, meandering rivers, and open tundra. They feed on a mix of berries, plants, fish, and occasionally small mammals, helping to keep the ecosystem in balance. Their solitary lifestyle has given them an air of mystery and independence. In the wild, these bears are highly efficient hunters and foragers, using their keen senses and built-in strength to thrive in harsh conditions. However, the allure of getting a close-up encounter can lead visitors into risky territory. Many are tempted to get too near for that perfect photograph or a memorable moment with one of nature's most impressive creatures. The reality is that while Kodiak bears might sometimes seem docile, any sudden movement or sign of threat can quickly change their mood. With all these terrifying traits, do you think humans and dangerous bears can ever truly coexist? Or are we always destined to stay on opposite sides of the wild?